Good evening. My name is Callum Hewson, and I am a senior studying chemical engineering at Texas Tech University. As part of my process safety course, I have been instructed to give a presentation on a principle of safety of my choosing. Now, there are many different principles of safety that are inspired to keep people alive and healthy. And one of the most key principles in safety is to be safe on the road whilst driving. Cars and vehicles have become a crucial part of modern society. They are needed almost on a daily basis. So it is crucial that we understand how to be safe with them and how to be safe on the road, both for your sake and the safety of others. In this short presentation, we'll analyze where some of the greatest risks come from whilst on the road. Before we go any further into the presentation, let's take a look at some statistics to realize why driving safety is all that important. Statistics polled from across the U.S. reported that in 2020, there was an average of 14,386 car accidents per day. That equals out to a car crash almost every 6 minutes. Of those nearly 14,500, there were nearly 100 fatal accidents a day, or 106 lives lost each day. These statistics should be quite eye-opening for you. Just to give you a brief insight as to the importance of driving safety. Now, additionally, in 2020, 11,654 fatalities were caused as a result of drunk driving. 11,258 were caused from speeding recklessly. 10,893 were from seatbelt misuse, and 3,142 were from distracted driving. These four causes are the leading causes of death from car accidents. As such, it is worth to spend time to understand how to be safe and responsible in regards to each of these scenarios. Drunk driving is the leading cause of deaths in car accidents, and as such, it should be taken very seriously. As such, let's discuss some tips to help reduce drunk driving. Everyone enjoys a drink every now and then, but it is crucial to plan ahead and act responsibly. The first step in avoiding a drunk driving accident is to plan ahead. The legal limit for a DUI in Texas is 0.15 BAC, or blood alcohol content. The amount of drinks it takes to approach this limit varies upon a differing amount of factors, including weight, gender, as well as what you are drinking that night. This is why it's important to know your limits before going out. Additionally, before going out, ensure that you have a plan to get home. The easiest way to do this is by delegating someone in your group as the designated driver. It is this person's responsibility to not drink and to assure the rest of the group gets home safely. If you plan on going out by yourself, consider ride-sharing options, such as Uber or Lyft, or perhaps call a friend. It is never, ever a good idea to get into a vehicle with someone who has consumed too much alcohol. If no other option is available, consider spending the night. This may not be possible at a public location, but if visiting friends and family, they would much rather see you safe in their home than dead behind the wheel. The second leading cause of death comes from irresponsible speeding whilst driving. At higher speeds, there is a larger potential to lose complete control of your vehicle. The distance required to safely bring the vehicle to a stop is also increased, and the crash severity increases, potentially leading to more severe injuries or, in worst case, death. All these factors can be avoided by simply adhering to the posted safety speed limits. But why then do so many people speed on the roadways? The major causes are that of unexpected traffic and running late for your event. The only real way to avoid situations like this is to give yourself more time beforehand. Plan your route and anticipate when certain roadways may become busy with traffic accordingly. It is also much better to make it to your event late but unharmed than it is to make it at all. Additionally, according to research by the University of Sydney, it is estimated that speeding only saves you, on average, 2 minutes of time a week. Being caught by an officer whilst speeding will only serve to make you even later, and the financial and legal issues that come with the speeding ticket are not worth the extra minutes you might save. Number 3 on the list was improper usage of seatbelts, but I also wanted to use this section to discuss having proper awareness of the hazards that exist on the road. The seatbelt is designed to keep crash impact located to the more bony parts of your body, including the shoulder, hips, and pelvis. But it's also used to keep you from being ejected to the vehicle in case of a serious accident. It is designed as a last safeguard to prevent injuries, but having proper awareness of the hazards around you will prevent an accident entirely. Potential hazards include bad weather, such as rain or snow. These conditions can decrease visibility and cause the roads to be more slippery, potentially leading to hydroplaning or completely sliding and losing control. In this instance, it is wise to reduce your speed and distance between other cars. Additional hazards can include bad road conditions, like potholes or debris on the road. These hazards can appear at any known time, so that is why it is important to be continuously aware of your surroundings and that which is in front of you. Lastly, as another hazard can be solar glare. This can be exceptionally hazardous at times where the sun is either setting or rising, as glare can be much worse. To reduce this hazard, it's important to keep a clean windshield at all times, as well to utilize the sun visor and be cautious at times when the sun is close to the horizon. Lastly, another of the major leading causes of accidents is incidents due to distracted driving. Distracted driving, whilst much less than the top 3, is still a very serious issue. The only way to combat this safety hazard is simply to focus on the one important task in front of you, driving the vehicle. All other things should be put aside until your trip has been completed. Most common distractions include phone calls, texting, and eating. For phone calls, it's best either to pull over onto the side of the road or to utilize hands-free calls, which are available in most modern-day vehicles. Texting is the same. You can use hands-free tools like Siri to send messages without looking away from the road, but texting should generally be avoided. Lastly, you should never ever eat while driving. It usually requires one hand to be free from the wheel, and often your eyes are diverted from the road to look at your food. The best solution is simply to eat your food before you leave. This concludes our safety presentation. I hope I have impressed upon you the importance of vehicle safety. Being safe whilst driving is a continuous task that we must always be focused on, and car accidents are one of the leading causes of death in the United States. As such, it is our responsibility to always be cautious on the road for the safety of yourself and for that of everyone around us.